or something, just have a quick dip into all sorts of colours and you get all these nice variations. Stops it from looking boring. So they're the distant trees. I was just seeing if this is still wet, because if it is still wet I might be able to just put in some. You can see how it's drying there, but I'm going to do it anyway. So just put in just a little reflection. That'll do. I've just left a tiny little gap just to break up the sort of the real trees from the reflection in the water. It looks best when the paper's still wet, but I'm a bit lost out here without my hairdryer. I'm used to be able to drying it really fast and then re-wetting it. So I'd be out here for ages if I was wetting it, drying it, wetting it, waiting for it to dry all the time. But that's good enough for that. Now I can see. In fact, if I just get my card, there's a little house on the over on the horizon. No, I'm going to do that by no, I'm not. I've changed my mind. I'm going to get the 3/4 inch flat brush and then just sort of damp it, and I'm just going to create that house just by taking the paint off. See, there's the roof, and then just the side walls, and that's all it needs for that. So I can see the church in the distance again. I'm going to go into the same colours, and then somewhere about there, just pop the church in. And rather than it just sort of looking as if it's just hanging there, just cheat slightly, and we'll have some closer trees and stuff in front of it. I think there are some closer ones anyway if it happens. Maybe just take a touch of light red as well. And then obviously what we have got is I forgot to put the reflection in, but never mind. In fact, I can do that now. I can just suggest it doesn't have to be too striking, as long as it sort of looks roughly like a reflected church in the water. That'll do. But you can see just a very subtle mark there, and it just gives that impression. I could even just reflect some of that red, just to give the suggestion. So that's the furthest thing back in the painting now. So coming further forward, starting on the left hand side, there are some more. I didn't really need to clean the brush, but it doesn't matter because I'm going into the same colours: raw sienna, ultramarine, not too wet, maybe just a touch of burnt umber, light red, and then starting on this left hand side, I want to keep it. I don't want to come too far forward, no further than that. I'll just put a little marker down there. That's as far forward as I want to come. So, and then just using the corner of the hake, starting on the left hand side, just dip it into all sorts of colours. I need it just a little bit stronger than that. Obviously the further forward we come in the painting, the stronger the tones. I always like to have the strongest tones right in the foreground, where you'd have some dark grasses, maybe a path or some stones, and then the further back you go, the lighter the